long ago, I was a hoe, and I'm admitting it. I may or may not be joking. Okay, I'm joking, but I was definitely thotting. Wait, I know you're not about to sit here and judge me off of this title alone. In my defense, I didn't know. I didn't know. You might want to disclose that info. I'm just saying.
You ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now? Cause I'm up right now, and you simply suck right now.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Miss Brooklyn. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, y'all see the title. It's a story time. I feel like it's well overdue. We haven't done one in a minute on this channel, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm in a little chatty mood. You know, why not spill some tea about the bullshit I've been through in my life? To all my Brooklynites that's here in the building, what's up? I see you, baby. I love you guys. Welcome back to another video. For those of you that are new to my channel on account of this video, what's up? Copper squat. Hope you stick around. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you see in this video. Don't forget to turn your notifications on so that you get notified every time I drop new content on this channel. Don't you join the family? We have lots of fun here. I'm your sis. I'm your bestie. All of that from Brooklyn, New York. With that being said, you guys know the deal. When I do story times, I'm very detailed. Like, I want you to feel like you was watching it unfold. My Brooklynites, you guys already know. This is how I sound. This is how I speak. This is how my voice projects out of my throats. I like to say this because a lot of people click on story times and y'all don't even know. Y'all coming across, y'all judging, all of that hoopla. Like, no, I really do sound like this. I really do speak like this. I'm a New Yorker. And I'm high-pitched and squeaky, very annoying. I'm nasally. I know. I live with this voice, so I know. Y'all don't need to tell me. I live with it. If you don't like it, bye. Check deuces. Now that we have gone through all of that, let's talk. Let's talk real quick. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. I may or may not be joking. Okay, I'm joking, but I was definitely thotting. So, okay, this was before I met my boyfriend. I met this guy off of social media, and he was older than me. He definitely was older than me. He was 35, and I was only 20. I think I was about 20 years old, and he was 35 or 33. He was one of them. I was 20. He had like 10 plus years on me. I'm really just chilling in life, in college. I'm really young. I'm chilling. I was on social media. Back then, I didn't take men or relationships seriously, especially since coming out of the craziness I was coming out of. So I met him, and he was older, and he was a lot different from what I was used to. We're going to call him Big Tigger because it's very close to what his name is, but we're going to call him Big Tigger because Big Tigger was Big Tigger. If you know what I'm talking about, Big Tigger was Big Tigger. So I met Tigger off of social media. Like I said, I don't even really remember which social media network I met him on. It was really nothing at first. Look wise, he was okay. He wasn't ugly, but he wasn't like, oh, damn daddy, you know. But his swag, the way he dressed, the way he carried himself, the way he, like, his appearance made up for the looks department. Like I mean, made up for the he's just okay in the looks department. He was passable. He was a very tall, dark-skinned guy. He had gorgeous hair. Like, he always dressed so nice. Like, when I tell you this dude was so fly, my type. I was very shallow. Like, I'm still very shallow. I like a guy that can dress. Like, you got to be able to match my fly. Like, you got to be able to do some things in the fashion department, you know? So he seemed so sophisticated and just so, like, it was something about his swag that was just grown and sexy. He was Trinidadian and French. You know, he was attracted to me. He thought I was really pretty and beautiful and all of that. We exchanged numbers. At first, it was just phone conversations. It didn't go past that. Like, we would just talk on the phone time to time, and then it gradually increased from a couple of times here and there to every day. Like, he would call me like, how you doing? How was your day? And that was kind of different. Like, for a guy to be really in tune with me, moi, just in tune with moi. I don't know what the hell I just said, but it seems like it was appropriate. Like, you know, I know. So he was like really in tune. Like, he was, you know, concerned at the time. I was interning with Bad Boy Entertainment, and he's just like, you know, how it's work. I would be stressed. Like, it was long days. It was tough. You know, I was doing a lot at such a young age, because I'm ambitious. I'm a go-getter. We legit became friends. Any little thing that happened, you know, I would call him and I would talk to him about it, vent. You know, what's the messed up part is I knew things about him, but not as much things that I really needed to know about him. I knew like the basics about him, background story, where he came from, what he's doing out, you know, like just the basics. This dude worked so much. He worked a lot. He made money. Like, and I like that about him, that he had money, because he was splurging his money on me. Like, this guy was buying me $700 shoes, designer bags. He would just buy me all these extravagant gifts. If I needed money, he would just give it to me. He would pay my bill. Like, he was just like, I was just like excited that I had a grown ass man that wined and dined me and like really treated me like a little princess. Like, almost like, oh, sugar daddy, like, you know, daddy. So mind you, we hadn't even met each other yet. He asked me what was my address. He was sending a gift to me, and he sent me these Gucci sneakers, all wrapped up in a gorgeous box and bow in my size. They were so pretty. I still have them. And he sent them to me. I remember when they came to my door and my name was on it, all packaged in bows. And so finally it's time for us to meet each other. And it happened because I was just like, you know what, I want to meet you, I want to see you, I want to spend time with you. And he was like, yeah, I thought you would never ask. And I'm like, yeah, I'm finally ready. This is probably like 4 months later. Like, mind you, he was in Brooklyn too. Like, we could have saw each other anytime. It was like 4 months later. And we planned, he was like, you know what, he's gonna come pick me up. He didn't tell me what we were doing. He told me, be ready by 8. He was gonna be at my door. He's picking me up. When he came, he bought roses and perfume for my mother, and roses and flowers for me. It was a gorgeous big bouquet of flowers. And he bought champagne. Like, I don't even drink, but it was for my mom. So my mother was like, oh, excuse me. She didn't say anything in front of him. She was just like, he's sneaky. I was like, why? And I remember me and my mom getting into an argument over him. She was like, nah, I don't like him for you. He's sneaky. And I'm like, why he's sneaky? She's like, he's trying too hard to impress me on the first time he meets me. So, okay, everything is good. He picks me up. We go out. We go out to eat. The night is incredible. He was going to bring me home, but then I was like, I want to go to your place. I wanted to go to his place because really, I wanted to know what it was like to do a grown man. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to lie. It's funny how age changes, because now I'm just like, excuse me, first of all, no. Secondly, you know, age changes. Don't be like me. Don't be giving up cookies. You know, keep your goodies to yourself. I'll tell anybody that. No, honey, you wait out. Hold out. I'll tell anybody that. So, especially since I wasn't experienced in sexual relations at all. Like, I wasn't really experienced. I'm coming from the wackest dude on earth. Like, no, like, literally his sex game was whack. I was inexperienced. I wanted to know what it was like to experience a man. So I wanted to go back to his place. We went back to his place. I mean, y'all know where this is going. It did not take long for us to wind up fooling around. The first thing I did was like, when's the last time you got tested? And I asked him that with no shame in my game. And he was like, oh, recently. I was like, where's your paperwork? And he legit pulled out his paperwork, checked the date, everything was good. Like, he was clean. And I was like, oh, you got condoms? I asked him just like that, and he looked at me like, yo, that's real sexy of you. How old are you? And I was just like, I just know what I want. And I knew what I wanted and kind of went after it. And I without going too much into details, let's just say I remember pulling his pants down, Big Tigger came out. I was just like, what? Ooh. Excuse me? I don't want this story to be too, like, crazy. You know what it means to have somebody whipped? Like, something so good it's whipped? I think my box was so good, he instantly became whipped. Like, instantly became whipped. The same night that all of this happened, I was gonna go home. I wasn't gonna stay. And he was like, nah, I want you to stay. And I was like, what? He was like, I want you to stay. I'm like, all right, fine. It was like early in the morning anyway. We wound up doing it again. And sun came up, you know, it's the morning, like the sun is up, and he had to go to work. And he was like, gonna stay here while I go to work? And I'm just like, no, I'm going home. Why am I staying here? And he was like, nah, I want you to be here when I get home. I was like, what? He took his key off of the thingy. He gave it to me. He was like, I want you to go home, do what you gotta do, come back. I want you here when I get off work. And I looked at him like, for real? He was like, yeah, don't leave me. I'm like, okay, fine. I called my girls, like, called my besties. Like, girl, let me tell you what happened. It progressed that way. We progressed into a relationship like that, like where we spent a lot of time with each other. Like, I was always at his place. Like I said, he worked a lot. I would just be at his place and he would not be there. And sometimes he wouldn't come home for like 2-3 days. I would just be at his house, playing girlfriend, wifey. You know, I would straighten up. I would cook for him. I would separate his laundry. Like, I was just being nice because I was just at his crib all the time. And I remember writing my damn papers at his crib. Like, I have my laptop, I'm doing schoolwork. I was always at his crib. And things progressed like that. We were in a relationship. We were cool. Things between us was good. Like, again, he continued whining and dining me, buying me things, spending money on me, like, and you know, all I had to do was just really be around him. It wasn't complicated with him. It was easy with him. And one day, it was a Saturday, I still remember this day, and I was on his laptop and he didn't log out of Facebook. And a message came up from a woman saying, baby, are you coming home? And I messaged back like, who the hell is this? Who are you and why are you hitting on my man? She was like, I'm his wife. Wait, what? His wife? How the hell are you this man's wife and you're not with him? And she explained that they were married, that she was in Connecticut because of her job. She couldn't stay in the city anymore because she got a new job in Connecticut, and she just had purchased a nice home in Connecticut. She's the reason why he was even in America. Like, she was older than him. She was approximately like 49, maybe 50 years old. And she said my name. So I was just like, yeah, how do you know me? He told me about you. She basically told me that I was just young and naive and he was using me for sex, but there's something about me that he likes. But she loves her husband so much that she was willing to overlook that he had a side bitch. I'm like, what? It's too much for me. I'm young. What the hell am I gonna, like, what the hell? So, I wound up calling her because I wanted to hear the story. Like, I wanted to hear everything. I wound up calling her. She wasn't rude. Like, she wasn't rude, but she basically, as a grown woman, like, she was like 49, 48. If I'm not pushing it, she was closer to 50, not quite 50. Like, she had a good 10 years on him. Because I was young and naive, it allowed him to mold my mind and mold me to the perfect side girl that he wanted. He was honest with her that he was in a relationship with me and she knew about me. Don't you think you should have told me? So, okay. I actually apologized to her, like, listen, I did not know he was married. He never told me anything about marriage and nothing. I apologized to her. She was like, I do love my husband. I want to have a baby with my husband, but I can't seem to get pregnant. Like, she was telling me all of these things, and she was telling me how, she's like this corporate woman where all her life she's put her ambitions before happiness and love and all of that. And she finally met him like 2 years ago. She fell head over heels in love with him. Like, she was in love with him. The way the lady talked about him, like, she was, and I could kind of see the traits and qualities of him and why she was in love with him. And I found out she was the one that bought me the Gucci sneakers. She was the one that paid for. Girl, when I tell you she was the one that bought me my Louis Vuitton bags, okay? Like, it was her because she had money. And the job that he had wasn't even paying all that well. That's why he had to do all them doubles. Girl, when I tell you, yo, let me tell you, this is why I have become Inspector Gadget hoe. Like, when I tell you I inspect everything now because of the shit that I've learned in my past, I inspect. Listen, I'm gonna know your social security number before you even tell me. That's how good I am. I keep telling people I need to make a business of this because I am that good. I will find it the F out, okay? I think with her, like, off the story really quickly, I think with her, she had insecurities within herself, and this man made her feel loved and beautiful and this and the third. I guess he made her feel like she was young again, like love was possible, like she was living in a fairy tale. He made her feel like that. So, you know, for them, their relationship happened also fast. But, you know, she was one of those cases. He used the fact that he used the fact of his job as to why he couldn't be in Connecticut, but eventually he was going to go move out there and be with her while he was looking for a job in Connecticut himself, because he didn't want to live off of her. That's what the lie he told her. He was like, please don't tell him that I spoke to you. She asked me not to tell him, and I was like, I'm not going to tell him. That's what I told her. You better believe the minute that boy put his key in the door and turned it, I was like, so you're married? Yup. Morally for me, nah. No. I don't want to be in nobody's marriage, okay? I don't want to be anybody's side anything. I'm not even a side thought. Don't play yourself. So, you know, when he came through, he was just like, how did you know? I was like, you forgot to log out of Facebook and I was on your computer. So he tried to flip it on me like I was snooping. I'm like, yo, what? You know what? I'm out. And he was just like, okay. So I remember the conversation. It was so calm. Like, everything was calm. He explains everything. Like, I just sat there and listened. He explained everything. He came out about it. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, this whole time you've been married, you know what he said to me? Why can't I have both of y'all? I was like, no, you gotta choose. It's gonna be me or your wife. I told him that. I don't know why I told him that. I don't even know what gave me the audacity to say some shit like that. I didn't even really care about him like that. Like, I had no real emotional feelings or attachments to him. More so he had them towards me, and that's why I think like, after everything else, he just kind of like hated me. I think I hurt him really by leaving. Like, excuse you. Anyway, he blatantly told me, why can't I have both of y'all? Okay, you know now, but why can't I just be with you? He was like, have I ever treated you wrong? Haven't I treated you good? Treated you with respect? Spoiled you? I'm like, no, she spoiled me. She treated me with respect. I should be with her. You know, and he was like, you know, he basically was like, why can't I just be with the both of you? Yeah, I love her, but I actually love you too. I don't want to be without you. And I was like, oh, it's too bad. But, you know, he had to go back to work. I took my key, the key that he gave me, off. I put it on his nightstand. I made sure anything that I had in his home was gone. I took everything with me, and I purposely waited till he left, called the cab, and went home. When he got off work that night, he was looking for me. He called me so many times. I didn't pick up the phone. He just kept calling. I would not pick up the phone. He would leave me messages, and the messages went through all the stages of grief. Sorrow, sadness, anger, like, I mean, everything. It went through every stage of grief and loss. Like, I mean, he went from this sweet guy to this hateful guy to this, I'm gonna stalk you, I'm gonna ruin your life guy. And it's just like, yo, dude, calm down. Stop it. You need to chill. He eventually got the picture. I didn't want to be with him. I was not about to be nobody's side chick. I am not anyone's side anything. Like, I believe, you know, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feeling, but as a woman, you need to question your self-worth if you are going to accept to be with someone who will blatantly say, I have somebody else. You are not enough for me. As a woman, a man, whatever, you need to reevaluate your self-worth. You need to reevaluate your self-esteem, because in your mind, in your heart, or in your lack of esteem, you feel that you cannot do better than this situation, that you will actually stay with somebody in a relationship and convince yourself. You will convince yourself that there's nothing wrong with this relationship. No. Absolutely not. I don't have any respect for women that, and not saying that you need my respect. You, at the end of the day, you need your own self-respect. But you see, that's the thing. You don't have any if you allow yourself to be treated like you are not worth devotion, like you are not worth loyalty, like you are not worth quality. You understand what I'm saying? Like, women, there's women out here that's like, oh, but there's some women that wants to be side chicks. They don't want to deal with a real relationship. You need to question why they are okay with that. It is what they lack. I firmly believe it is what you lack in yourself, that you will not allow yourself what you are truly worthy of. Even if you say, oh, but I'm not that girl, it just happened. It didn't just happen. You chose it. You're committing yourself to it. So this is what because you know the circumstances. Like, you would say, oh, then, I mean, the wife knew, the wife was okay, so you knew you was playing your role. No, there's no playing my role, because eventually, what if my emotions did come into it? It would be a problem. And then when I'm starting to ask for more time, when I'm starting to ask for loyalty, devotion, when I'm starting to ask, I want my relationship to go to another level, I have no right to ask those things. You understand what I'm saying? I have no right to sit here and say, why are you leaving me after you finish screwing me? I have no right to sit here and say, why are you going to your wife? I have no rights. So these women, and a lot of times that's what happens. Women take on the side chick roles. You know, somebody once told me, you put yourself in a position to be treated as a certain way. So if you want to be treated with respect, put yourself in that position. If you want to be treated like a queen with a crown, put yourself in that position. If you want to be treated like a side chick, you put yourself in the position of the side chick, stay the side chick. Because if I was to sit there and fall in love and be like, oh my God, I love this man so much, I just want him now. My conscience is different. Things is different. Now I'm asking this man why he going to his girl. Why you not moving in with me? Why you this, and the third? Where do I come off? I knew what I was. And that's what I'm saying. You put yourself in that position, play your role. Get on your knees when you need to. Get on your back when you need to. When he's done, let that man go. Hold yourself to the standard of you are a side chick. That's just what I feel like. Morally, there's something wrong with women that takes on the position. And I'm not going to just place it on with the women. We all know that these men are assholes. For you to sit there and have the gall and the audacity to make a commitment to a woman, and then you want to step out on her and have another woman on the side, are you mad? Like, yo, you're a chump to me. Like, literally, you're a chump. The fact that you feel as though, because I say it like this, if you need to cheat, you do not need to be in a relationship. You don't need to be in anybody's relationship if you need to cheat. I grew up thinking that that's just the nature of the beast, that this is just what men do, and that as women, we need to sit here and accept what men will do. No, I'm smarter and I am wiser now. And guess what? There are men out there that don't behave that way. There are men out there that actually values commitment, that actually has respect and dignity for themselves and the woman that they say that they love. There is men out there that will not step out of their commitment to whom they took those vows with, even if they did not take vows with a woman just yet. If a man truly loves you and is truly like have self-respect, self-value for himself, he's not cheating on you. You know, honestly, and I'm gonna say this, if you're in a relationship and you are the side chick, or you the side woman, or you playing, or you in love with a man who just so happened to be in a relationship he can't get out, let me tell you something. Yo, when a man wants you, nothing is stopping him from getting you. And ask any man you know. Any man you know, he will do what it takes to get you. If a man wants you, you will know. No doubt about it, you will know. He will show it in his actions. So if a dude is sitting here telling you he's going to leave his woman and he has not yet done it, girl, stop being stupid. He is not leaving her. You are not the one. He is not going to leave his woman for you. Ladies, get more self-worth. You know, love yourself more. You are a queen and you are worthy of your own true love. You are worthy of a man that's going to put you up here and not down here. And I'm going to say the same thing to men. Like, yo, you love a particular girl. She's treating you like garbage. She's treating you like trash. Know your worth, because there's men out here that don't know their worth. And let me just say this. I know some men out here that don't know their worth. That, yo, they are kings and you deserve a queen. But anyway, that was my story time. I found out I was a side chick. I chucked deuces. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. What you think? Like, let me know in the comment section what you think about what I said. You know, my opinions and thoughts. As always, it's just, you know, that's just my views on it. You know, you guys think, what are your thoughts on it? What do you think about women that do play the roles of a side chick? Are you a side chick? Girl, let me know. Are you a side chick? Why are you playing the side chick role? Do you not love yourself? Let me know. Let me know. Do you think he's gonna leave his woman for you? How many years have you been a side chick? Let me know. Has he yet left her? Let me know in the comment section down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it. Share it, duh. Don't forget to like this video and also share it on your social media networks. Spread the word. Tell them it's a dope fat girl on YouTube doing her thing. And yeah, follow me on all of my social medias. Names and links are down below in the description box. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.